Education is very different around the world. In Ghana, in 2023, around 40% of children did not attend school, facing challenges like poverty, hunger, and the need to work to support their families. Some children come to school without shoes, uniforms, or basic school supplies. Some teachers try to help by sharing their own food or money. In some communities, children leave school to help with their parents with work, for example, in fishing areas. Many children also do not have help with homework because their parents never went to school. These challenges show how difficult it is for someone to have the basic opportunity to learn. In Ireland, in 1969, most children had access to education. Around 87% of children attended school regularly, and education was free and compulsory. Schools were structured with teachers and lessons, but resources were limited compared to today. Some children in disadvantaged areas still missed school, showing that even in a developed country, access did not always mean equal opportunity. In contrast, in modern Ireland, around 92 to 94% of children attend school regularly, with safe classrooms, trained teachers, and national exams that allow students to progress further into education. However, around 20% of students, 1 in 5, still miss a significant number of school days, especially in disadvantaged areas. This shows a big difference between countries and between times. While children in Ireland generally have access to education, many children in Ghana still lack access to education. Education is the key to the future, but children around the world do not have all the same opportunities. Some go to well-equipped schools every day, while others struggle to even get a pen or a ruler. Think for a moment. How different would your experience of education be if you lived in Ireland in 1969 or in Ghana in 2023? Goal 4: Quality Education. Providing quality education for every child is not just a goal, it is a fundamental right and a step towards global justice. Education helps children grow, develop their talents, and create a better future.
Well, I went through it smoothly, but of course there were experiences that weren't the best in a way, but I got through it at least. Feeling fulfilled and leaving like they actually properly learned something and are confident with that knowledge and able to use it in the real world. Mm. Students leaving, like for example, leaving university feeling unsure about where they're going to go in the next like few years and unsure in what they even want to do and not having learned like skills that they can actually use in their day-to-day life. It definitely has a lot of room for improvement, especially with the way like exams work, especially in like secondary school settings with the point system and everything. It needs a whole lot of reform, in my opinion.
Well, I think that education is better than in some countries. Like if you were to compare it to the American education system, I do believe that the Irish education system is better, mostly because of the amount of opportunities you have to progress in education. But again, there are its flaws, such as the leaving cert marks. That's a big issue. I'd say another thing is the lack of subjects that you have as well. I'd say it's not as diverse, or some compulsory subjects make it really hard to actually like the education system. So those would be the main ones. I'd say quality education is when you you leave the course looking back and you actually have a desire to learn rather than just moving on, or that you're actually satisfied with what you've learned rather than finishing it and you're like, oh, thank goodness I'm done. A bad education is when you just you don't gain anything out of the things you've learned, or you're not going to use them later on. Or more like you think of the course as a waste of time. That would be a bad education, but that's more like your opinion. But again, even if you like the topic and you didn't learn anything from it, then that would be a bad education.
Okay, that's all.